Okay. Hello.
So I'm here with Luke Mutombo. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yes, look Mutombo
Luke
or
Mutombo.
Mtombo.
I'm actually excited about this because this is a pre-interview just before your birthday, which is on this Saturday.
Yes,
What date?
it's 20th
The
of November.
20th of November. So you are
Yes,
turning
2025.
25, a whole 25.
Tell me about it.
Oh
I
my
feel old.
word. So give me your first feelings.
Um,
When 25 comes to your head, your first, yeah, the first real reactions.
it's shocking. Uh, I'm seeing responsibility. I'm seeing okay, I'm not seeing depression, no, but I'm seeing responsibility, and I'm seeing there's that that's surreal, feeling to it. Like it's weird. I never thought I'll be 25. If I imagined it, oh, it was crazy.
I hear a lot of shocking, yeah, just a lot of emotions that are more leaned into being surprised. Could you say you're not ready?
Uh, Not really. Funny enough, I mistaken myself for being 26 this year. I thought I was turning 26 actually. So when I looked it up again, I realized, oh, it's 25. So that means I'm 24. Yeah, so I was literally not paying attention to my age. Funny enough. I don't know why.
And are you like fulfilled to some extent to say you are satisfied with the current point you are in your life at this age?
Not really, no. Because I had different expectations when I was 20, 18, by this age. So, yeah, no, I'm not satisfied.
Is it? Could you just share with us a bit of those expectations?
Yeah, that's crazy though. Well, I expected to be done with my studies like completely already. Um, I expected to be somehow settled financially, of course. I expected myself to have certain skills under my name, if I should put it that way, by this age already. Yeah, by this age already. So yeah, it's crazy. So it caught me by surprise, I guess.
And you mentioned earlier that in all the reactions that you got towards where your life is, you didn't mention depression. You said no, but nothing about depression. So
I I I don't know whether to call it depression, but dissatisfaction, oftentimes, of course, if you allow it to overwhelm you, can lead to depression. But I'm not allowing it to overwhelm me, of course.
yeah.
I think I already faced that phase of depression. It's behind me. I've learned to make peace with a lot of life's unexpected events or occurrences. So yeah, it's fine.
I think what I want to know right now
Oh,
is
what's up?
then how did you overcome? You mentioned that it did not overwhelm you. So how did you get it to strengthen yourself to the point where you did not allow it to overwhelm you? What were some of the things you did? What have you concluded?
Well, I think I came to this realization that, well, in as much as we can plan our life, at the end of it all, chance and time happens differently to everyone else. So at the end of it all, I shouldn't really beat myself up, because as long as I'm working and I'm not playing around, I think that's enough motivation for me to keep me out of that uh, depressive state. Uh, yeah, it's just to focus on what I'm doing at the moment and keeping myself busy constantly and working towards my goal and not giving any time, to slacking or not malingering in any way. So, yeah.
All right. So being 25, what's your greatest dating lesson?
What?
What's your greatest relationship lesson? Anything that you can share with us regarding relationships?
Like relationships?
Yeah.
Like,
That you've recently learned, maybe discovered? You can take it from whatever angle.
I think when it comes to relationship, I think I've learned a lot really when it comes to relationships. You know, knowing that I've encountered a couple of people this year, just this year itself. I think I've learned a lot when it comes to relationship. And the number one thing is, well, majority of young people, or majority of people my age, uh, yeah, we are all afraid to commit. Reason being is because we don't want to be taken advantage of. Knowing that commitment somehow puts you in a position where you have to be vulnerable to a very large extent, and knowing that a relationship development is on the basis of how vulnerable one individual or those two individuals within the very relationships are. So yeah, I think those are the things I've come to learn, that there is a great fear for relationship. Reason being is because, well, society's expectations have changed totally compared to 20 years back. Expectations now are way different. I don't know whether to call them. Well, I don't know whether there is an inclination to lean over to materialistic gains. I don't know really, but I really can't put my hands on it. But yeah, the dynamics have changed completely. Yes.
All right. So, how would you personally maneuver through that? Given the circumstances, how would you do different? How would you navigate through your own relationships? Well,
Well,
if let's just get out the way, are you dating? Are you single?
well, that's a tough one. I can't say yet. I can't say yes. No, can I say no? Yeah. At this point, I can't say yes. No, can I say no? But I'm not single, and I'm not in a relationship yet. Yes.
Okay. I think we understand that. Now, looking at your content, so many times we can't dispute the fact that you also address a lot of spiritual matters. I see your posts on pastors and different servants of God. Being 25 years old, what's your take on spirituality in essence? Like, where are you?
Well, from my own perspective, no.
Yes, from your own
Well,
perspective.
from
What is truth? What gives you fulfillment? What makes you sleep at night with regards to spirituality?
I think when it comes to spirituality, I think I've reached a point where I'm acknowledging the fact that I really don't know everything. And not only that, majority of what I knew to be truth is it literally subjective, what can I say, subjective truth, right? Based on one individual's perspective that was communicated and passed down to us. And a lot of things have now, holes. I'm literally realizing there's a lot of gaps within the very knowledge I one time acknowledged as truth. And yeah, so with regards to spirituality, I think I've found peace in knowing that I actually don't know much, and neither have I reached what we were taught as the ultimate truth. I've not reached that, and that just gives me comfort because it keeps me going. Yes.
All right, we understand that you are in a point in your life where you are trying to go a bit deeper. You're trying to look at things from a broader perspective, not the linear thinking that was passed on to from one person to another. So what do you identify yourself in this world? If someone comes to you and asks you a straight question of what are you, what is your way, how would you simply answer that question?
Like, are you talking with regards to religious groups?
Religion.
Well, I would still like to give me. Well, first and foremost, I'll still identify myself. Yeah, I'm still. I still identify myself as Christian. Reason being is because, well, the basic foundations are rooted in Christianity. That I cannot dispute. That very, that very truth. I can't dispute with that. So, yeah, still consider myself a believer, even though I think within these few years, my ideas are a bit totally different. I've embraced, I even acknowledge, I'm acknowledging the fact that I've embraced total different ideas from what most believers or Christians know as truth. And that tends to create some form of collision, when interacting with other believers as well. Because what I know and how I see things totally different. And it's not from a weird, perspective. It's not weird. It's just normal reality and truth. So yeah.
Now, looking at your content, so many times we can't dispute the fact that you also address a lot of spiritual matters. I see your posts on pastors and different servants of God. Being 25 years old, what's your take on spirituality in essence? Like, where are you?
Oh yes. So that one I remember I didn't answer it. Well, basically I feel like the whole well, as extreme as this might sound, but this is my opinion once more again. I feel like the whole church structure, I've come to a point where I'm beginning to question. In fact, I've questioned the whole, church structure, what we refer to as church. And yeah, I know my ideas can be so conflicting with other people's ideas, but yeah, I've come to question the whole structure of church. And majority of time, even the content I make, you can literally see that I tend to look at things from a total different perspective than what people view as church. And hence that's another reason why I don't do much of those religious content, in as much as they're the most viewed videos on my channel. Funny enough, I don't like to somehow navigate my whole content creation in that very direction. And also, yeah. Is that all?
Yeah, that's all basically for now.
Okay, great. I guess we done.
Yeah.
Well, guys, take care. Thank you so much for joining me, and I guess I'll be seeing you on the next video.